Hey there. Today, the moon continues in earthy Taurus, where we focus on getting into our bodies, focusing on our senses, and what it means to be a creature on planet Earth, how we take in the information about the world around us through our senses. And then later in the day, the moon joins shakeup planet Uranus, bringing some instability, some potential surprises, and also hopefully opens the door to new insights. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Wednesday, December 3rd. And we continue with the Taurus energy today. And then just a little bit after 5 p.m., the moon joins Uranus Pacific time. So depending on your time zone, you can kind of, the few hours before and after that time is when we have this kind of maximum energy of shift, of new possibilities coming in from the realm of the unknown. And that is really what that Uranus energy and the Aquarius energy that we are in the midst of right now has to do with. The reason Uranus is an important planet right now, not only because the moon is activating it today, but also because Uranus is retrograde in Taurus, having us finish up some of the shakeups to our habits, patterns, routines, normalcy, what we come to depend on. So that feeling of things cannot remain the same, they must change. And the more we accept and embrace that, the more we can make the most of it. So that shake-up planet Uranus, retrograde now in Taurus, is reminding us of that. We also have Pluto in Aquarius now until 2043, so we might as well get used to that. And that Aquarian energy also helps us get outside the box, break free, break through, unlock new solutions, new thinking, innovations. And of course, any and all of this can happen both in negative and positive ways. So if you are listening to an astrologer who tells you it's all bad or it's all good, I am here to tell you that that is not the whole story. There's always two sides of every astrological alignment and configuration. So with the Uranus energy, with the Aquarius energy, especially with Uranus retrograde in Taurus, we have that need, right, that lightning bolt that is coming in to shake things up suddenly. It's the energy of sudden change. So that, of course, can be very undesirable when it is something coming in as a surprise that is unwanted. But it can also be that same energy that helps us access something we couldn't see before, brings in a happy surprise, brings in something delightful, something valuable, something meaningful that we didn't have until that lightning bolt came along, right? So it's neither good nor bad, it's both and. And the way that we make choices to align with the positive changes we want is by how we show up in our lives, in the world around us. And we make that choice by having a positive attitude, by being open to positive shifts, and by making choices in our lives that help us be creative, inspired, are opening our hearts, right? Making choices for ourselves that are healthy, for ourselves that are good, for our own self-care. And when we do that, we are aligning with the happy surprises. So, thinking about that and just reminding yourself that your attitude matters, your choices, the way you approach your day matters. And you can always make that shift in the moment if you find yourself dwelling on some fear or worry or negative thing. Take that deep breath. Go, oh, look at me. I'm focusing on the negative. I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to blow that out. right? Blow that negative stuff out and then open your heart and mind and say, I am willing for something to shift in a positive way. I'm open to a happy surprise. I am going to move forward in my life in ways that are in alignment with that positive thing coming my way. So it doesn't mean you have control over it, because you don't, but it does mean that you're opening those doors to say, okay, if there is a happy surprise, I'm looking, right? I'm opening that door to say I'm willing, I'm here, I'm ready to see it when it comes along, because sometimes it comes along and we can't see it because we're not even open to it, or we haven't made the phone call or sent the email or reached out to that friend or done that thing we should have done that would have created the space for that new shift to occur. So that is how that works. The energy of the lightning bolts is that something is coming from the infinite unknown, right? And the infinite unknown contains everything that is not known. And that is just such a wild thought, right? Everything we know is what we have words for, we have descriptions for, we have an understanding of, but what is not known is what lies beyond that. And that is what those lightning bolts can help us connect with. So we want to say, here's my lightning rod for that positive thing from the unknown, and not the thing that I don't want. So staying clear about what is important to you, living your life in a way that is making those meaningful choices for your heart and mind, being the person you want to be, treating yourself the way you want to be treated, all those things matter. So then the moon continues in Taurus until 6:47 p.m. Pacific time, when it goes into Gemini, heading into tomorrow's full moon in Gemini, where we open that bigger space of illumination, where we can pay attention to what is being reflected back to us, something being revealed. And of course, I did an in-depth video on tomorrow's Gemini full moon that was on Sunday. So look for that video. It's called Gemini Full Moon, Transformation in Communication and Beliefs. So look for that video. I'm also posting my guided meditation for tomorrow's full moon in the description for this video. So watch for that. Thanks for being here. I'm Marina Orms. You can book a reading with me, purchase one of my guided meditations at astrologyheals.com, and join my member community at transformationalastrology.com. Thanks for being here, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.